So I thought about how obsessed J.K. Rowling and George R. R. Martin were while they were writing. How few other things they consistently did, except from writing and world building and doing these necessary things to create their own story. I did some research. I don't know fully with George R. R. Martin, but I heard that George R. R. Martin spent a lot of his time reading and then writing whenever he got back from other type of storytelling work. I believe he did, but if you try fact check me, I might be wrong here. As for J.K. Rowling, I know she was a teacher in the start. She had big financial troubles, but when she did have time, she wrote and she world. And why this thought hit me today was because I actually a couple of weeks ago began doing piano, and my mind has maybe been a bit distorted from my biggest purpose, my biggest mission, which is the book series. And well, piano doesn't directly help the book series, so it got me thinking that maybe the smartest play is to cut out all the noise. Even though I want to do piano, even though I want to do singing or do this dancing or these fitness classes, etc., I can book on my gym, maybe that's a sacrifice I have to make for now. Because if I want to truly focus on fantasy fiction, I want to become obsessed with it, maybe it's better to just read more fiction that I want to do and feel curious towards reading. So that's really the point. How do I get obsessed like J.K. Rowling and George R. R. Martin? How do I get obsessed in fantasy fiction writing? And I can tell you one measure I did was I got these Harry Potter books right here, which sort of act as an inspiration. Every day when I wake up, I look at those books and I kind of see what I want. I see the big mission, the big vision of having my own 6 books point on a line, and they're good thick books which tells a good story. I want that, and I want that much more than I want to play piano. But I think I have to decide between what I want the most and go for that. So yeah, I did some optimizing for the environment as well to become more obsessed. I think the environment you're in has a lot to helps you get obsessed. For example, when I'm on YouTube, I really just watch montages. I put on a random montage when I take a shower, and that just gives me inspiration to become a better person and a better man. And for writing, I only look at the channel from Alyssa, and that's not promoting her. It's basically what's it called? An editor at a publishing company or something, and she has a YouTube channel. I kind of just look at that sometimes, but the main thing that gets me obsessed is to just write and world build every day. Just put myself in the world and just look at how cool it is, and yeah, I just get that fierce desire to just continue writing and continuing the story. The more depth there is to the story, the suddenly more motivation I have for it. I also can show you did this. I've kind of realized how important movement is when it comes to keeping going, when it comes to cognitive load in the morning, how much you can actually use of your brain energy. I realized that whenever my body is uncomfortable, I always do worse in whether it's writing or world building or researching or personal brand, making these videos. I always do worse when I'm not in a comfortable setting for my body. So after I've written for 1 hour, my body usually gets a bit stiff and maybe feel something in my back. So I always go right down to the floor. I just lay there. Yeah, that's it. I lay here, and yeah, I just world build in the notebook. that's lying right there. Yeah, so I'm gonna end the video here. That's day 242 of me trying to create the next Harry Potter book series. Another day into a very long journey. Take care.